Get ready for an epic adventure, folks. Welcome to Ramblin' Reflections. I'm Steve, and today we're diving into the hidden gems of Toccoa, Georgia. Picture this, a peaceful campground with views of the Currahee Mountain, a military museum that'll tug at your heartstrings, and a 186-foot waterfall that'll leave you speechless. We're unpacking history, nature, and family members that made this trip unforgettable, especially with our military roots. So buckle up because you won't want to miss a single second of this Toccoa. Our first stop was Currahee RV Campground, a private campground just outside downtown Toccoa. From the moment we arrived, we could tell this place was going to be perfect for RV enthusiasts like us.
Okay, just arrived. All we've done is pull in and Steve's about to hook up. Hookups are a little far away, but let me show you the rest. So there's a creek right there. We have a deck just like that one behind our camper. And this is where we are. It's really nice.
It operates on an honor system, which we thought was pretty cool. We paid by putting our fee in an envelope and dropping it through the mail slot in the front door of the office. We never actually met the owners, but everything was so well organized that we felt right at home. We stayed at an incredible campsite. The campground had a wooden deck behind the site. It overlooked the serene Toccoa River. The campground was impeccably clean and well manicured. Every blade of grass seemed perfectly trimmed and there wasn't a speck of litter in sight. One of the highlights was the breathtaking view of Currahee Mountain. You could see it right from our spot. The iconic peak glowed in the distance. It was absolutely stunning. The deck offers a perfect spot for RVers to relax in the morning with their coffee, soaking in the fresh mountain air while listening to the river's gentle flow. It's pure magic. Since our site backed right up to the water, we were thrilled to learn that fishing was allowed, and we loved watching our neighbors cast their lines, trying to hook some fish in the clear river. What a chill way to spend the afternoon. The campground offers full hookups with 50, 30, 20, and 15 amp services, along with sewer and water, which makes things pretty convenient for our RV setup. They're big rig friendly with plenty of pull-through sites that make parking a breeze, even for larger RVs like ours. They also have a dump station for those who need it. It's a pet and kid-friendly spot too, so you can bring the whole family, furry friends included. There wasn't a fire pit at our site, but honestly, we didn't miss it because the views and the creek were more than enough to keep us relaxed and entertained. The campground keeps things simple with just these few amenities, so you'll want to come prepared, but for us, it added to the charm of the place. The campground is surrounded by rolling hills and towering trees, giving it this peaceful, secluded vibe. It was so quiet at night, no highway noise, no city lights, just the sounds of nature. So if you're looking for a spot to camp in Toccoa, I can't recommend Currahee RV and Campground enough. It's a perfect base camp for exploring the area, and we're planning to come back real soon. Next, we headed into town to visit the Currahee Military Museum, and let me tell you, this was the heart of our trip. As a family, we're huge supporters of the military. Both of our boys have served. One's currently active duty and the other one's out after his service. So stepping into the museum felt like a way to honor their sacrifices and connect with the history of this incredible place. The museum is dedicated to the Currahee paratroopers who trained right here in Toccoa during World War II. The soldiers were part of the 506th Parachute Infantry Regiment of the 101st Airborne Division. Some of you might recognize their story from the HBO series Band of Brothers. The name Currahee comes from the Cherokee word meaning stands alone, which became their motto. They'd run up Currahee Mountain 3 miles up and 3 miles down as part of their grueling training. That mountain, which we could see from our campsite, is still here, and there's even a trail that you can hike if you're feeling adventurous. Speaking of the name, Currahee, it got us thinking about the native history of this area. The Cherokee people were the primary tribe in the Toccoa region before the European settlers arrived. They lived throughout the whole southern Appalachian Mountains, including what's now Stevens County, where Toccoa is located. The Cherokee were known for their deep connection to the land, hunting, fishing, and farming in these mountains and valleys. They had a rich culture with their own language, traditions, and governance systems. In fact, the name Toccoa, it comes from the Cherokee word Tawana, meaning beautiful, which fits perfectly when you see the natural beauty of this area. Sadly, the Cherokee were forcibly removed from this region in the 1830s during the Trail of Tears, a tragic event that displaced thousands of Native Americans. Learning about this history added such a meaningful layer to our trip, especially since the word Currahee ties directly to their language and legacy. Inside the museum, we saw authentic uniforms, weapons, and personal letters from the soldiers who trained here. One display that really stood out was a collection of medals and photos from the D-Day invasion. Those paratroopers played a huge role in the Normandy landings. The museum really brought all the stories to life with their displays and gave us a deeper appreciation for what these soldiers went through. For me, walking through the museum was a reminder of the sacrifices made by so many, including my own sons. My active duty son has been deployed overseas, and my other son, who is now out, had his own share of challenges during his service. Seeing the history of the Currahee paratroopers made me think about the resilience and courage it takes to serve, and it was a moment of pride for our family. The museum may be small, but it packs a big punch, and the staff were so knowledgeable. They gave us a full introduction the moment we walked in, and they shared some of the extra insights that made the visit even more worthwhile. If you're ever in Toccoa, especially if you have a military connection, this museum is an absolute must visit. Then on our last day, we took a short day trip to Toccoa Falls, and I'm so glad we did because it was the perfect way to end our trip. Toccoa Falls is located on the campus of Toccoa Falls College, just a few minutes from downtown. The hike to the falls is one of the easiest you'll ever do. It's less than 100 yards from the parking lot, so it's accessible for pretty much everyone. But don't let the short walk fool you. The payoff is incredible. Toccoa Falls is a 186-foot free-falling waterfall, one of the tallest east of the Mississippi. When we first saw it, we were blown away by how beautiful it looked. With the water cascading down to this misty pool below, the sound of the falls are so soothing, and the mist coming off the water felt so refreshing on a warm day. We spent a good chunk of time just standing there taking it all in, snapping photos and soaking up the moment. After soaking in the stunning views of Toccoa Falls, we took a short stroll along the river. The trail is surrounded with lush greenery with the clear water gently flowing over large rocks. There's a small gift shop at the entrance where you can grab a souvenir to remember the day. If you're in Toccoa, this is a must-see. It's a quick stop, but trust me, it leaves a lasting impression. The trip to Toccoa was more than just a getaway for us. We have family in this area, and this was a chance for us to check in with them. The campground gave us a perfect place to base out of and slow down and enjoy nature. The museum reminded us of the sacrifices made by so many, including our own sons. And Toccoa Falls, it showed us the beauty of God's creation. Learning about the Cherokee's history added a rich layer to our experience, tying the past to the present. It's a trip that left us feeling grateful and inspired. And I hope sharing it with you inspires you to explore Toccoa too. Well, that's going to wrap up our Toccoa, Georgia adventure. From the peaceful Currahee RV Campground and the inspiring Currahee Military Museum and the awe-inspiring Toccoa Falls, this trip was everything we hoped it would be. Have you been to Toccoa? Or do you have a favorite campground or museum or waterfall you'd like to share? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for joining us on Ramblin' Reflections. We'll see you in the next one.